What's good, YouTube? And welcome to the house. Banned this haircut. Seriously, I wasn't gonna do another video with this haircut. I have one scheduled for this afternoon, but the ban list waits for no duelist. And here, over on the Konami site, effective from December 15th, 2020, live reaction time. I can finally stop being a ban list channel. Seriously, I never was one in the first place. Let's see what they've gone ahead and shaken up before the remote duel extravaganzas and all those sorts of things. Dragon Buster Destruction Sword. I love your Buster Blader tears here. Oh, my Buster Blader deck. So many people were trying to say in my live streams they didn't want to hit that specifically for that deck. And to answer that, a win con that is locking people out of the extra deck is still a bit toxic to the game. I'm not looking around at domain monarchs or anything, but domain needed hits when that happened. And for Dragon Buster Destruction Sword, I like the concept of Union Carrier and it equipping things from deck and being a very unique card, and maybe somewhere down the road that becomes extra problematic, but this was the main card that was a problem there. I like it getting axed instead of the enabler that is super interesting in terms of card design. You get rid of the degenerate piece and there it goes. So yeah, I'll drink all your Buster Blader tears here. Next up, anything? Hello? Maxie's still there. That's important. All monsters. Okay. No fusions. Link Ross! Woo! Alright, so Needle Fiber Engine has been a pain in my keister for a while, and even though it's gone down in terms of representation and play during this format, Link Ross is still insanely degenerate, and you still see it all over the place. So, like, Link Ross, yes, it was much more dominant at one point, and it's gone down a little in play, but I'm such a fan. And when I say gone down in play, you have Virtual World, you have Zodiac, you have other decks that have been helping, so hopefully we're gonna see a hit to like Calamities or something as well. But Link Ross here, when we're looking at this card in specific, just turning any Link that's been hand trapped into a secondary enabler to go up into another combo is crazy. Oh, I can't Ash or Imperm your Needle Fiber anymore, Halka Fibrex. I can't do that because you're just gonna Link Ross afterwards. Yeah, this was a needed and welcome hit. Alright, we can see that Hulk is not on the ban list though. Alrighty, no Xyz. Okay, Broad Bull's still here. Synchro's still here. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Any spells? Smoke Grenade of the Thief! Konami actually addressed it after. Wow, it's like a curse. Giving something a hollow upgrade. Konami's like, yes, you're okay. Here you go. Here's a hollow up. And then they smack it down. That is so toxic. They actually bother to sell it to the max before hitting it. Oh, why, yes, your bandless collection will look so nice in holographic. Dude, this is great. So Smoke Grenade, it's a toxic piece of a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Hand looping needs to be addressed. I don't like seeing hand loops in general, and this is a very welcome addition to the ban list. Once this became searchable from the deck in multiple forms and ways, once Dragon Link could be playing this, this was just not okay for the game and deserves its slot over here. Alright, no more spells, so okay. Traps, nothing? So 3 total cards. That's not the lowest number ever for bans, very recent history, but 3 total bans. Does that address the format? Thinking on what we do have banned, I'd like to see Calamities to 1, maybe. I'd like to see... That's about it. Like, there's not too much more. Mystic Mine, please. I don't think Konami will do it, though. Let's get into the limit list. Alright, nothing in the vanillas. Oh, no. And then no monsters, no fusions, no links, no synchros, no Xyz. Something? Anything? You got a limit at all? Hello? 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 Nothing? What? Don't tell me I'm not going to be able to make a 10-minute video out of this for ad revenue. It's the ban list, for gosh sakes. Come on, Konami. What? Okay, semi-limit. Here we are. I've scrolled down to True King's Return. Tell me Masterpiece is still banned. Tell me, please. Okay, forbidden. That was too close. That was too close, guys. True King's return in the semi-limits before we get to the unlimits. How do I feel about that? I'm not the biggest True Draco fan. I think that's pretty obvious. I think they've had their time. I think their resource game is still great, and even though you've limited other options like Carditomize to 1, this deck's consistency and insanity is pretty there, but they did put Diagram to 1, which is the deck's truest enabler, so I can see why they would peel off other pieces and be okay doing that. True King's returns able to regenerate advantage and go in. It's somewhat balanced, but your turn, my turn, your turn, my turn, continue to do that. True King's return, it's a very powerful regenerator that also has that destruction effect when tributed. And I see down here, Seer and Graph 2, 3, along with, if we go to a bigger view here, a couple of other cards if I can show you. Let's see. We've got Eva Gishki, Mind Angus, ABC, Dragon Buster, and Totally Awesome. We made a mistake and we're sorry. I don't think I've ever seen it. Has there been a list where they limited something and then they went, oh, oops, didn't mean to do it that bad, and then they put it to 2, and they're like, oh, well, sorry, and put it to 3. I can't remember in Banlist history ever a limit that then went to semi, then went to 3 like immediately after. They did originally hit Called by the Grave, then unlimit Called by the Grave, then relimit Called by the Grave, which is still limited on this list. I don't know why they're freeing the Eva Gishkis. I'm not a hand loop fan, especially when like you just hit a hand loop card on this list. Why would you be further powering them up? But okay, Seer and Graph from 2 to 3 I don't think makes the biggest difference. How many times are you, it gives the resource game a better game throughout the grind decks, but your initial combos, your initial boards, your setup, it's not really affected by having more, other than you could go for luck mills and you don't want to mill a Seer at the wrong time. Graph is pretty much almost always welcome unless you've set up your board a certain way. I don't think this affects BA too much. From 2 to 3, it's nice. I like it, but I saw one person post, I just want to play Hydrolander in my BAs. It's like playing these extra copies stops them from playing in their Hydrolander. I don't know. Let me know what you think of these ones. And the peel-offs, definitely. This is a very minimalist again. What is that? We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 changes? 2, 4, 5. Maybe I'm stretching it. 5 plus 6. Yeah, 9 changes. Not a very big ban list. I'm pretty impressed with the bans they did hammer out. They were all needed, all called for by the community. People did want them to happen. It's not as thick or big of a list as I would have hoped. I do see Konami starting to peel back card design in future sets. It feels like they're reverse power creeping sets, so that you need list after list after list to really hammer away at the power creep that's happened in conjunction, like together with that, and that's not happening with this list, but we'll see what the future lists hold. And if you peel back the layers, we still have like Salomon Great waiting in the wings versus some of the new created decks. We still have like other decks that are just gonna beat them, the Numeron engine with Guru, for example, too. So I do wonder how they approach. No Eldritch hits, no, yeah, they really skipped a lot here. It's interesting, but Calamities was a hit or miss. I would have liked to see it at least at 1 to make it like you only get 1 of these. Just stop getting 2. Thank you so much for watching Banlist Review. We'll probably do a Banlist Market Watch later through the day, so if you can update anything you see that's wonky down in the comment section below, let me know. And what do you think of this ban list? Not enough in my opinion, but then again, as a content creator, more cards. It's not always the healthiest for the game. I think they did a pretty good job this time in terms of poking at things and not tearing apart. No Dragon Link hits, not at all. That's kind of weird too.